All right. So definitely seems like there's going to be a meta shakeup in regards to, hyper carry or, sub DPS characters in Honkai Star Rail. Obviously, you know, I'm here on the Hamdaj Cat wiki, and, initially these four are the very known main DPS hyper carry units. See, with Firefly being the most recent. Acheron, not a destruction character, but being arguably the strongest, second strongest DPS character in the game. And then we had Jing Liu and Dan Hong. No Blade here because he has fallen off completely. So these characters do massive AoE damage. That is their whole premise, that is their whole purpose, and they are very good at it. However, a little bit recently, I would say, we've had more focus towards single target units, much along the lines of when Zila first came out, obviously way back in the 1.0 patch, and we've mainly focused away from that into more massive AoE. Obviously, like I said, we previously mentioned these four characters, Blade included, Argenti, or not Rum, a support character, Black Swan, Jade, and Yun Li being another AoE character, also incorporating counters. And we've strayed away from the single targets. You can say it works a little bit with Firefly, not so much out of all of these units. I would say maybe Firefly is the closest. But obviously, with like main damage single target units, we think of Dr. Ratio, we think of Boot Hill, and then we have the brand new like monster DPS character in Feixiao. And I definitely think it's becoming a little bit of a meta shift. Not saying completely outright a change up, because destruction characters and just overall AoE type characters, whether they are erudition or destruction, I think are going to continue coming out. However, this is definitely nice to see with a little more focus on single target units. Now, does that play a fact into Apocalyptic Shadow? Possibly. They want characters to be more single target to really shine in that game mode, because it is obviously the game mode out in the game. But we obviously need to focus a little bit more so on Feixiao coming out, as not only currently with the version 1 information we have, obviously this could very much change because characters go all the way up to version 5, so we have 4 more versions to go. But she is not only a hyper carry, like as I've previously stated, stupid multipliers on her single target, which is just bonkers, but the fact that she also is able to perform follow-up attacks lends credence to her being on the follow-up attack team, which, big surprise, is really focused on having just hunt style characters on the team, with obviously our Aventurine holding down the fort for the whole team. You could also have Robin there as a harmony character, but you would have Topaz, and then you have Dr. Ratio, both being just single target hunt characters. And then obviously with Feixiao, she is going to be another hunt character. I definitely think this is good for the game, and I actually do not have a problem. Hopefully these multipliers stay the same. Would not have a problem with her being the hardest hitting character in the game, as it provides more team building options, as well as having more variety in the game, because a lot of people who have either started late or just did not pull for these characters given like time frames of when they possibly came out, they're very good, but having another option that is phenomenal following a patch where I personally think is not like the greatest is very, very good. And obviously with Apocalyptic Shadow being the way it is, having just mainly focused on single target. Now, you could have two bosses or whatever, that's fine. With Argenti with his, shield things, that's fine, whatever. But he's obviously the main boss. Having massive damage dealing single target units, I think, is a very good thing, and it's definitely a step in the right direction. Being able to, craft multiple style teams, I think, is very good for the longevity of the game.